No, I was saying that forced shout out makes me think about old Instagram days back when you used to like post for post or share for share type.
I mean, people do that now. It's like story for story now.
Yeah, they still do it 100%. But now it's so common because the people that you usually see are people's like best friends or whatever, or
Yeah.
new cool fit on or something like that. But
It's weird, dude. Social media is weird, bro, because like I don't go on really unless to post this stuff. And then it's like of like 18 notifications of like so and so shared this story, and it's like congratulations.
yeah, social. I thought I was gonna be off of it more because I know one thing I noticed is like while I was in school, my Snapchat used to go crazy. Like,
Yeah, facts, man. Yeah.
it used to go everywhere. But then as like I got closer and closer to my senior year and then graduating, more people stopped using Snapchat as much,
Yeah.
or they started to unfriend people because now they're living a different life and it's not how it was in college where it's like, oh, I need to see what it's doing so I could be like, oh, where y'all at? Let me pull
Yeah,
up.
like slide through, yeah.
Yeah, type deal. But now, people are in their homes, their families, their jobs, things like that. So now they're making their Snapchats more personal. So now I feel like my Snap is more intimate, I guess you could say, because I feel like it's just the people that really know me.
That's a good call. I should probably do that. I stopped really using it a lot. Like I should go through and clean house, I guess. But that's true though. Like that's one of the things I've been like thinking about recently, like how you move on and like you're in different stages of your life and like what you're doing. Like some people are still like doing the exact same what they used to be doing, and then like it's kind of hard if you like trying to make something of yourself, and like you want to be there for people who like have been through a lot with you, but at the same time, like at a certain point, you gotta like cut it.
You got to do what's better for yourself. And the thing that I notice, especially now, is just like people, even if people are still doing there, because there's some people that are genuinely comfortable with that,
Mm-hmm.
that aren't about forward progression. They're cool with where they are in life. They graduated high school, they got a job doing something where they make enough money to live in their home, and that's all they care about, and that's cool. I never downplay people for that. It's
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just that if there's something and more aspirations that you have as an individual, you of course have to chase those things. And then, if you're good friends with those people, they'll understand 100%. Like,
Yeah.
like now that I'm older, shout out to being 30 now. Like now that I'm older, all of my high school friends, like they get it. Like we don't talk every day. We don't answer the phone for each other. We barely even text back. But if something is actually like wrong and I don't know what it is, we always know when something's genuinely wrong, we're still there,
Yeah.
like we're still that same bond or whatever. It's just now we're mature and we get it, now, majority of my friends, we all got kids now. So I'm the last one I'm the second to last one. We still got one more person that doesn't have a kid, but I'm the second to last person to have a kid. So now I don't hear from them as much because they already know majority of my time is going to be spent with my family.
Yeah.
Like, I don't spend as much time doing dumb things and stuff like that. Like you start to realize more things as you get older, and I think mortality starts to set in as well. Like that you're not superhuman. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
in my 20s, I felt like I could do anything, even though me, I complained about my knees all the time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I felt genuinely like I would live forever. As I kept getting older, it's not that I don't feel like I'm gonna live forever anymore. It's just now I'm more realistic about it. It's like, I'm 30, 10 more years, that's 40, 10 more years, that's 50.
Yeah. Nah, facts. I guess part of it is like the more aspirations you have, or like the more you're trying to do, the harder it is to go. And then your circle got to be like that much tighter, because you got to have the people around you that
the right people to get to the
like, because you can't get to a certain level without the people around you that are also like that like-minded, and like everybody's pushing each other to like be better and that sort of stuff. And then another thing is like when you're searching for like as a guy, like guy friends who are also have aspirations, I guess, if that makes sense. Like it's a bit hard to come by. Like,
Oh yeah,
personally, I feel like that.
To all the men out there, fam, you and your guy friends have to be real with each other. It is
facts.
It is dudes out here losing their lives and taking their own lives because they friends is too scared to ask them what's wrong or to hear their feelings. Stop. And then message to the youngins, because I've been wanting to say this to you young people for a long time. Stop killing each other. No more guns. Stop. Y'all are 19, 18, 17, fam. Walk around with 40s. Let it go. Fight. I ain't saying I condone fighting, but I'd rather see y'all on YouTube fighting than keep seeing people dying on actual social media. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like my little brother's dresser drawer when I go in his room makes me so sad every time I look at it. Unfortunately, my own brother happens to be on there as well, but he has just a whole list of people, not even a list, but the photos or the things that they give out at the funeral. He has all of those from like 5 different people.
Damn.
And aside from our family, all of those young men, not even 18 years old yet, or not even 19 years old. And it's like, bro, for what? For what? Life is way too precious for that. Like, and I don't know what's changed so much now. I know I'm not trying to be like them. I feel like an old person when I say it, but it's like, it's so crazy. You don't realize this stuff until you become an adult. And then you start to see why adults say the things they say.
Yeah, facts.
The music we got now, don't get me wrong, I love me some good trap music. But fam, y'all gotta...
You can vibe to it.
I vibe to it. I don't live it. Like, I seen what that joint is like. It's not the way. People are out here trying to do... People coming from good homes, trying to sell drugs and killing each other and going crazy, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it takes a whole lot to end somebody's life, and these kids are doing it so early, bro. That's why we are having people with a lot more mental issues. These kids are killing people point blank, shooting them, and they witnessing what they're doing, and they got to live with that forever. That image is going to replay over and over and over and over and over, or they're going to do drugs to get rid of it. One of the two, and then they're going to do it again. So it's a shitty, vicious cycle.
And then drugs will kill them anyways.
Exactly.
Because fucking fentanyl's in there. Like, do you listen to Brandon's or to Dino's story?
He hit me up talking about we rapped about like the fentanyl thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And like chatted about that. But yeah, that fentanyl thing is definitely real. It's real. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, if for all of my stoners out there, if you one of them willy-nilly, loosey-goosey, I like to pick up from everybody kind of people, you're going to catch yourself with some fentanyl, dog, and it's not going to be great. Like, you need to stick to that one person. If you a fiend, make sure your person keep it on them. But it's too many people getting caught up with that fentanyl stuff. Like, if you do the carts and all that good stuff, I don't not condone them, but I'm going to say you got to be more careful with carts. It's just too much stuff going on. People are lacing things with anything because they don't care. They just want the money. That's it. They just want the bread. Like, and it sucks because it's like, at the end of the day, being that I seen what the other side of that is like, I get it. I ain't trying to say that putting fentanyl and shit and doing all that crazy shit is right. But at the same time, I know what kind of things, like just being down and wanting to grind and hustle for bread feels like. So you'll tell yourself anything to make that money. As long as it makes sense up here, you're going to do it. Especially when you start to see that money roll in. And with weed, it brings bread for sure. Not the kind that buy houses, but it brings
enough. Yeah.
So people are letting that greed get to them and starting to do, fishy stuff. Can't be doing that. So all y'all plugs out there, check y'all bags. Make sure y'all bags are sealed. Because if they not sealed, I'm telling. No, I'm just playing. I don't snitch. But somebody will.